Crossed over. But that your career is fucking over. And that's why you're not. And that's why your ass ain't around. You had a motherfucking sound of a real nigga. Yeah, let's get this shit started. Good morning, Geekdom. It is time for the fastest live stream west of the Mississippi. I'm Artisan MC, and this is Shop Talk Live. Not Shop Talk Live, excuse me. This is a Geek Speak. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. $sign Artisan MC on Cash App and Artisan MC on PayPal. So let's get into it. Shop Talk Live. That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. Anyway, good morning, you guys. So I'm on my roll. I woke up way early today. I woke up a whole hour and some change before my alarm. So I am up and wired. I wonder what that's about. It is hump day. It is new book day. So happy to you, everybody that's going out and hitting a local comic shop today. Give them some love from me. Appreciate them for their business, your patronage, and if you're a regular customer, see if you can get a discount. See if you can get a discount, at least 10% on every purchase. Every purchase, 10% just off top. Especially if you've been going there for years, you should be getting a discount. I'm just saying. Just saying. You should be catching a discount. So, what I got today? So yesterday I went ahead and watched Blue Eyed Samurai episode 7, next to the last episode, and recorded my review, or I should say my reaction. Got it recorded, downloaded, set it on the chopping block so we can get edited, and then fell down a rabbit hole on fucking Instagram and shit. And then by the time I got back to it, since I had people hit me up about what am I doing right at this moment, got a little bit distracted. But by the time I got back to it, I was a bit sleepy. So I didn't get to episode 8, and I didn't finish the edit on episode 7. So that's probably going to come out tomorrow. If I'm not finish it tonight, it'll be out tomorrow because I'm on call tomorrow night. And you guys will need some content in the meantime. Because I'm actually on call Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So on Sunday will be an on-call edition because I'm covering for somebody, and this is the only time I'm doing that right now for the foreseeable future. That's the only time I'm going to be doing it because they're going to give it to me. Other than that, I'm going to be kind of barred from doing. It's not specifically me being barred, but that on call is pretty locked, so you can't get extra. But you're gonna be trying to cap that shit. Anyway, regardless of that, I have to say that Blue Eye Samurai has been one of the better shows that I've seen in the past year. And I think that's why I keep stretching it out so much to watch it. I didn't sit down and just binge it like Masters of the Universe Revolution or anything like that. I'm actually going through episode by episode, watching it, thinking about it, giving a reaction to it, and then putting it up. Speaking of putting it up, check out my Patreon, Shop Talk with Artist and MC, where the review and the watch are all up right now. They're already up. You just don't see it on. You just don't see the reaction on YouTube yet. I put it up, but Patreon supporters, members, they already watching it. So I'm enjoying what is in this show and really marveling at how it actually got through with not as much woke stuff thrown into it. I'm really puzzled by how that is the case, especially with the backdrop of hearing all these news reports and stuff like that about how this wokeness has infected Hollywood. And I'm like, shit, I said that like a year and a half ago. But all right, I'm glad somebody did the legwork, the journalistic legwork, to figure out how all this stuff is happening, because I've said it for a while. You have to look at every one of these companies because they're all following the same play. They're following the same play. It's not, isolated incidents. It's all the same shit. I went back and named every one of those studio heads and desperate interviews that they were doing and saying. I don't have time to do all that legwork, but there are journalists out there. There are people out there that say they care about this stuff. Go look. Figure it out for yourself. And sure enough, all this paper and all these words are coming out about how these companies have been behaving over the last couple of years. The push out of males in these spaces to replace them with females. Like I said, by attrition, Me Too, or what have you, they've gotten into positions of power. Not by merit necessarily. No. By a hook and a crook. Usually by your penis. So it wasn't hard to see that and understand the power grab that happened. That's been happening since 2008. Since that economic bust that I was a part of, being in the construction sector at that time, where it dried up and nobody was really working. And the people who weren't really working were the men. And I could see the change in my own family, because that's what happened for me. That was a shift. Everything that you actually held to that seemed what should have been consistent and stable was snatched out from under you. Your house, your job. The people who could get work wasn't you. So when we look at it now and see these companies and how they move, and the people that are installed in these places to write these stories and produce these movies and shows and stuff like that, and have the say-so of the shit, we don't understand who the hell these people are and why are they in charge of this stuff. Look at how they got there. Look at how they got there. But I can tell you, I don't think anybody has done the numbers on this, But for every Me Too case that took down a CEO or anybody in a position of power, there was a female right behind them to take their place. And that's how it should work. You want to understand how it works. Watch the old movie, Michael Douglas and Demi Moore. I believe it was Disclosure. I believe the title of that one was Disclosure. I'm just 1% doubting myself just to remember, right? Where the character, Michael Douglas's character, worked at a tech company, and the tech company was getting bought out by somebody else, and they brought in a headhunter, someone to be his new boss, and the person to come in to be his new boss was an old flame. Well, he's married, got kids and whatnot, and what does this chick do? She has him working late. Remember all these old freaky times they used to have, and reminded him of that, and she totally hits on him. Totally tries to have sex with him. And he gets swept up in it for a hot minute, then remembers who the hell he is and what's happening, and shuns him. Like, no. Now, she was, nowadays, modern woman, male aggressive. You know, all that stuff they talk about as toxic manhood. That's what she did. But when he rebuffed her, didn't want her, she went to HR and claimed he sexually assaulted her. Now, it ended up being a big deal. But in the midst of that big deal, somebody started feeding Michael Douglas's character information and laying breadcrumbs for where he should go. How to take this woman down. And it's a really interesting movie in that sense. It's not a racy and stuff like that for the 90s. You know, you get into that kind of shit. But I'll tell you, if you watch the movie, you'll see who was the one helping him and who benefited from that shit. Even when he thought it was him. That has been a theme in media, which is laying breadcrumbs for how people to move in these social sectors. And you saw it happen. Just believe. Yes, there's a core of the Me Too that was legit. Absolute scumbag. I don't have a problem with getting ran out of here. I don't have a problem with it. But some of the rank and file people I know that had, you know, BS HR complaints put on them. Oh, he did something inappropriate to me. They were regular dudes. Regular dudes, and the chicks was hitting on them. They made a move, and then the chick turned that to her advantage by saying, oh, he did such and such. He had to leave just on the accusation. And they got his position. They got it. If not them, their girlfriend. That's why the HR rule of, well, the person involved doesn't have to complain. It could just be somebody over here who can complain, because that's the person that benefits from it. That's how it works. It's an alley-oop to the girlfriend. Yeah, Disclosure couldn't come out today. The reason why it couldn't come out today, but like the piece to you, is that it would expose a lot of the bullshit that was happening right now. Because you have to remember, modern populace, because the way everything supposedly moves really fast, has a short attention span. You have to look no further than YouTube, and what's the biggest move going in YouTube, which is shorts. Short attention span theater. That's where the move is, because people don't have attention spans. It's shorter and shorter. With a short attention span comes a short memory. Reason being, nothing is actually taking time to circulate in your brain and settle into your long-term memory. Everything is temporary memory. And it's rushed in today and rushed out tomorrow. So you're not holding on to anything. That's why you need platforms like Google and a Wikipedia and stuff like that to remind you of shit you shouldn't be remembering, but can always change it. So what you looked it up as last time ain't what you're going to look it up for the next time. The definition will change. So understanding that whole kind of thing, that in a larger sense in geekdom, that seeing this shift away from men is there, and reports are coming out about it now. I'm really trying to figure out how something like Blue Eye Samurai got made and is not as woke. Because it could have been woke as shit. It could have been woke as shit. Absolutely garbage show. And there is some wokeness in it, right? There was only one grown moment in watching episode 7. And the one grown moment I had in it was where Madam Kaji showed up and she's talking to Kimi. And the Kimi has revealed to the other little I don't want to call them geishas because they don't have a lord that they were. But the other women, the women of questionable morals or, fluid morals that have poured their way all the way to Edo for the wedding, sleeping with every drunk samurai, bar, keep, farmer, whatever, to get there, finds out that she is actually a princess. And the wedding they showing up for is actually hers. Yeah, the same chick that was in the whorehouse, learning the arts. And what Madam Kaji tells Akimi, she basically gives her part of a woman's speech and part of a male speech at the same time. One, she does give her a kick in the ovaries to tell her, if you don't like your damn life, stop complaining about it and fix it. Because any one of us would trade places with you. Now, that was a speech from Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. That's what that speech was from. That was the Good Will Hunting speech. When Matt Damon's character didn't want to take that lucrative deal to go work at this company and make all this money and work on these advanced mathematical problems and stuff like that. They were going to pay him ridiculous amounts of money to do it. But no, he said he wanted to stay there and just, break cinder blocks with his buddy and go to the games, hockey games and stuff like that. And Ben Affleck's character tells you, like, dude, if you're still here a year from now, I'll kill you. Are you kidding me? You're fucking kidding me. Oh, hell no. You staying here is an insult to all of us. Right? It's a kicking ovaries moment for Akimi. Madam Kaji gives her that kind of speech. Any of us would take your position. Would kill to be in your position. We just had to go through 69 towns sleeping with every man we could find to get here. You ain't got to do nothing but sleep with one? And you're complaining? She didn't say this, but I will. Bitch, shut up. Clap your hands, say your prayers, light your incense, and give that man the joy of his life. And be good. Shut up. Right? She tells her that. But on top of that male Goodwill Hunting type of speech she gives her, she also gives her the feminine speech about how men are weak. Now, I say it's only the kind of feminine speech because as a male, I understand this weakness. What up, Charles? As a male, I understand this speech. And some of what she says in the speech about how men are weak is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Men are weak to their desires. They can be, not all of them, but enough of them. And it can be something that a man has to learn to master, to be able to control his carnal desires and not let that lead to his detriment by a woman who knows how to manipulate that shit and have her way with him. Can be. So part of that speech, I agree with. Yeah, it can be a weakness. But the part where they went over with how weak and stupid all men are was like, yeah, okay, we almost done. We had to get a little bit of it, I guess. We had to get a little bit of it. Because, look, my masculinity tells me this. As a man, women are always going to try to manipulate you through your carnal desires, through your lust for them, for your attraction to them. It's always going to happen. But as a man, you have to understand that that is always going to happen. It is just their nature, like water being wet, and you adjust accordingly. You understand that this is what she will do or try to do, and what type of woman use this to try to make it your detriment and manipulate you, and you resist that. You take that off the table as being a way you can be manipulated. Plain and simple. But given the context of the story and who's giving Akini this talking to, it's a madam. Her whole life has been living through her legs and manipulating and molding, coaxing the desires of men's sexual desires to her benefit. Of course she has that bitter ass stance towards men. What hoe doesn't? Especially if you ascend to the heights of boredom to be the head hoe, the bottom bitch, or just the boss of all of them. Where do you think that bitterness doesn't come from? You surprised that they're bitter? So that little bit of creep into the show, it gave me a groan for a minute. I was like, oh, here we go with this shit. But then it was over when we moved on to the rest of the stuff. We got back to other women being really mean, disrespectful, and downright disgusting to another woman just to torment her. Just to torment her. And seeing how some of these other men were manipulated and simped out by women there in the court. I'm like, wow, okay, did they notice that? That they went hard on the fem train and then went hard in the other direction to show how women actually hate other women and don't want to see them winning. That was actually kind of funny to me. Like, it was gross, but it was kind of funny because that is what I know of. So the episode was good and had some surprises in it that I was not expecting. And when it happened, you were watching the watch on Patreon. You could see I was actually shocked. I was like, oh shit! I wasn't even thinking about that. Wasn't even thinking about it. So it came as a little bit of a surprise. And I like that because I'm somebody who really thinks a lot. My head is not big because it's empty. I think a lot. I can fly out things really clearly. I didn't see that. So anytime I'm watching some material that I can't figure out already. Oh, that's good to me. Oh, it does my heart good. I couldn't figure this out because that's what I look for. I look for those challenges, not mental lapses, just legitimately good writing. And that's what I got. So I was happy. I was happy. And I really wanted to rush into the next episode, but that distraction kept me from moving on to the next episode. So I started recording it, and I yawned 2 times in the intro. And I said, nope, I'm not doing this because I'm tired of looking at videos and editing videos where I can see my eyes dark and low, and I'm yawning all damn near all through the thing trying to edit a video together. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. So I shut it off, and I'll get back to it tonight. So you guys got that to look forward to. So since you didn't get the episode 7 reaction this morning, you're getting me and all my geek glory. So I've been really pleased with the show. I have not had too many complaints, and that's about, from what I can think of, this is only about the 3rd or 4th complaint I've had with the show. And most of the complaints are, I don't think she should be able to beat these people. I'm all for her having a knockdown, bloody fight. I'm all for that because that's what should be happening. But I'm not for her dominating a lot of these other people that are older and obviously more skilled than she is. But I can say this: Mizu take her bumps. She take her bumps. She is not winning every fight handedly. This is not no Ray Skywalker shit. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This girl feeling it. And it looks beautiful. It does look, I can't say that enough. Every time I watch an episode of Blue Eye Samurai, I'm thinking about how beautiful it looks. Like, damn, I really love this animation. This shit is crisp. It looks really good. Enjoy it. Just enjoy looking at it. And some of the scenes are good, are very good. Some of the scenes look like it's pulled right out of Ghost of Tsushima. That just beautiful landscape. Like, man, I can just watch this. I don't even have to play. Let me just stand here and watch this happen. But we got a story to get to, so let's move on with that too. You know, I really enjoy it a lot. So I'm looking forward to watching this last episode, but it will be a bit bittersweet, I'm knowing off the bat, because it will be the last episode until they come out with season 2. 1 second, you guys. So I will look forward to the watch for that tonight, and I will have another anime to move on to watch. I'm partly interested in this Vinland Saga since everybody is raving about it. One Piece got too many episodes for me to get into, and Angry Man doing a good job on that. So I'm gonna let AM keep handling that shit. But I'll be looking for another animated show to watch. It's probably gonna have to be short, just so I can see what's going on with it, so I can keep that anime muscle active. Because I'm guessing when this is over, I'm gonna have to go back and watch Ninja Scroll. I'm gonna have to go back and watch Ninja Scroll. I just have to. Because I really think, like, dude, that'd be my mashup team. Like, Mizu, Jubei, and Mugen from Samurai Champloo. Like I think the 3 of them could have a good time, you know, cutting through the countryside together. I really do, because they are something else. And I can tell you this: Abijah Fowler, Fowl is, yeah, Fowl is in his name for a reason, dude. That whole look. Look. Y'all know I am not, I shouldn't say this. I got friends of many ethnicities, right? And I may talk about the black and white dynamic at times because there is a black and white dynamic to things. I like everybody. I don't have a problem with too many people. Like I said, I only hate assholes and bitches. Those are the only people I don't have good relations with. And those come in every color. So I'm not, color struck in that sense. But look, I can understand why some of these white boys might not like this show because their representation in this show, Abijah Fowler, he is foul, dude. He is into some different shit. Okay, he is into some different shit. And maybe it's just because I'm a Gen Xer. A lot of this stuff doesn't necessarily make me squeamish in a sense. I look at it like, wow, okay, that was a bit far, but all right. I'm a grown up. I'm a grown up. I'm not a child. I don't gush at grown folks doing shit. But damn, Abijah is something else, dude. He is something else. And story wise, if that's the kind of BS he was into for that time that he was, staying in that castle and living with Heidi Shindo, if that was just a taste of the bullshit he was into, you can see why Heidi Shindo is sick of his ass. You can see why he's sick of his ass. This dude is a whole problem, a whole plague. Like, he did not need to be set loose on the countryside. He's a problem, dude. He is a that white representation in that shit is not looking good at all, bro. Not looking good at all. Yeah, I can see why. If white dudes wasn't liking that shit, I can see why. Because it's like, damn, bro. Like, damn, bro. They making y'all look way wrong. Don't forget Zora from One Piece. I haven't seen One Piece. That's the reason I can't mention it, Malika. I can't mention it. You know me, man. I'm not talking about shit I don't know. I do not do it. And so since I haven't watched One Piece at all, I can't speak on it. But when I do, I can. So I'm here. I'm gonna get out of here and get myself set up. I'll get me some breakfast, get some food in my early morning belly. Shout out to you guys for showing up. Appreciate you. Love my geeks. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. $Artisan MC on Cash App or Artisan MC on PayPal. We are open 24/7. We don't sleep. Always open. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace. Have a great day at that.